We are just delighted to welcome back Noreen Keller. Noreen, as you've already heard a little bit of the intro about Science of Mind, Noreen is a licensed practitioner through the Centers for Spiritual Living, which is the latest term for Science of Mind. Yeah, they've gone through some name changes, but anyway, it's all about love. All right. So Noreen is here leading our Science of Mind group, book study group, twice a month, as Ray already mentioned, but I know you don't remember that because that was 10 minutes ago. First and third Thursdays at 6:30 till 8:30. And Noreen comes all the way from St. Clair Shores to be here for that group, and we're really grateful that we're able to offer it here and have you be here. Noreen is also studying she's a student at the Holmes Institute. She's on a quest for ordination as a minister through the Holmes Institute. And she is going to speak with us this morning. And once again, thank you so much for coming all the way in this cold weather. So let's welcome Noreen.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Della. And Ray, what a wonderful reading. Susie, thank you. And Suzanne, wow, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate you being here in this cold, cold weather. Oh, my. I started the car this morning. It was like chug, 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 chug. I didn't know if it was going to start. And I'm like, yes. So I'm here. And I welcome everyone. And today I'm going to talk about the wonders of the heart, being the day after Thanksgiving. I always do that. Thankful for the love, right? Oh, love. So I'm going to talk about the heart and reference to back to the words that Susie spoke and remind you of what she read from the Science of Mind 365 book, which is Ernest Holmes' book that he wrote also for daily readings for 365. I highly recommend it. It's a great book to warm into your daily routine, your spiritual practice, to add to your spiritual practice if you have one. And I'm just going to bring you back to mind the words that Susie read, that every heart responds to the warmth of love. So I invite you in this moment to close your eyes and just kind of dwell in that feeling of your heart. Really feel your heart beating. Place your hand on your heart space and feel that pulsating. Feel that warmth. And bring your breath to your heart space. And feel that, and be aware of your heart beating. And feel the power of the pulsating within your body. Feel that warmth, feel that love. Feel the love that the heart contains. That love that Ernest Holmes declares is the power of the good in the universe. That is within you. Access to any time. And as you open your eyes, remember that feeling. Remember that you can always go to that heart space that you have within you, that warmth, that feeling, that love. So I've been fortunate to have my career in the medical field, and I actually, for over 30 years, it's always wonderful to say, I've been imaging people's hearts. So I see the inside of their hearts for many, many years. And seeing the inside of the heart has been for me a very relatable situation into my ministry that I'm going into. I, throughout the years, have had the ability to talk to people because they open up to me when I'm doing this test on them. And so they speak from their heart, and they've told me stories, many, many stories. So in hearing these stories, I've done women, men, I've done testing on their hearts, and while I'm testing their heart, they tell me the story maybe of a broken heart. And I can actually physically see that space in the heart where it is broken, where it is not functioning the way a normal heart should function. And I've done tests on people that are just happy-go-lucky and really experiencing life in a loving, happy way. And sure enough, their heart shows it. I can see it. I can see their smiling heart. Their heart is beating with a smile on it. It's beating to that happy drum. So there's many experiences that I have been fortunate to see these people's hearts. I mean, it's a profound thing, and it's filled with love. It's filled with goodness. It's an automatic, original purity of the heart is what is within it. And I've had the opportunity many times to do couples that have been married for many years. So I will do the wife first and then the husband, and come to find out, amazingly, their hearts look very similar. Very similar. They'll have the same, indications of, maybe a mild abnormality, but their hearts are the same because they've been together for so long. Their hearts are beating in that oneness that they are, that their love has created. So this philosophy of science of mind and Ernest Holmes' teachings has revealed to me throughout the years, and Ernest Holmes speaks of how the heart is the revealer of truth. And so I have learned from this philosophy and from the images of the heart this truth being revealed. And it also, I've seen the false beliefs being revealed. For example, the lady or the man that had a broken heart, it actually physically showed up in the images, the broken heart. So the flow of the heart itself, the physical heart, is also damaged by the false beliefs or the thoughts of negativity that one brings into their physical body also. So, and then seeing the person with the happy heart, that I am actually an outside witness to, for example, the couple that is together for years. I'm an outside witness to their inner oneness. So it's really an exceptional experience to have and to understand what our physical heart really is for us, and from us to the world, what we can express to the world with our heart. And the false beliefs show up, like I said, as the image in the broken heart. And that false belief would be, the person that maybe broke up from a relationship or a loved one passed away. That false belief might be that I can't love anyone ever again, or I won't be loved, or something like that. So that is an inner belief that actually has a physical effect. Yes, so the false beliefs actually block the natural circulation of the heart. So the natural circulation is the law of love circulating through and for and beyond and out into the world to people. Yes, so that perfect flow is love, and that love is the truth of every heart. For me, the truth of the heart is its own original state of purity, the inflow and the outflow of love. For when a heart is feeling or expressing love, then that heart is a happy heart. That heart is circulating love from within out to the world. That heart speaks of joy. It sings of harmony and experiences the purity that it originates from. There's an old Italian proverb that says, "The happy heart is better than a full purse." Right? Do you women agree with me or no? Men too. I mean, they have purses now, so So a happy heart is much better than any material or things that we think we might make us happy from the outside. In the teaching and philosophy of science of mind, Ernest Holmes, the founder, refers often to the heart being our center, the place where the warmth of love radiates out. This warmth of love, the place where our own personal truth resides. Here is a quote from Ernest Holmes in the Science of Mind textbook, and he speaks to this, our heart being our center. He says, I am a center of the divine mind, a point of God consciousness, life, truth, and action. My affairs are divinely guided and guarded into right action, into correct results. Everything I do, say, or think is stimulated by the truth. There's a power in this word that I speak because it is of the truth, and it is the truth. So that power resides within us, within our heart, and we can access it anytime we think of it. Our heart is beating 24/7, so it's constantly there, constantly reminding us of what we have access to and what we can put out into the world. The power that Ernest speaks of is within the heart, our life force, the life force that beats our heart. The pulse of your heart that you feel is the pulse of God, that God-conscious life, the love that circulates through every cell of your being. It begins at your heart. When your heart is expressing love, the law of circulation, and giving and receiving, it is going to bring back love to your heart. Having an open heart, it's very important. That little sign there says, love is the key to open heart, right? Something like that. I can't see it. So having an open heart to this abundant flow allows for the effortless giving and receiving of love. You know, Valentine's Day, all about love, but we can make every day, every moment about love if we really pay attention to our heart that beats within us so prominently and beautifully. So from this moment forward, when you feel your heartbeat, or think of that muscle that is going 24/7, I invite you to think of it as a new concept of God. Think of love, warmth, power. Think of that life force that pumps your heart, that love that is within it, that power for good in the universe that Ernest Holmes referenced to. Have a happy heart. It's easier to have a happy heart than a negative one or an angry one. For as Ernest says, a new concept of God causes the heart to beat with joy and gladness. So another aspect of the heart I just want to touch upon this morning is that of listening to it. You know, listening to our heart is really a profound learning experience that we do. I'm sure we've all had experiences where I should have listened to my heart. And a lot of times we don't listen to our heart and don't listen to that intuition, that gut feeling that we have. And listening to the heart, I'm speaking to that inner knowing, our intuition, that natural ability. We have a natural ability and the power or feeling that guides us. It guides us to act a certain way without fully understanding why. We don't have to analyze it. We don't have to figure out why our heart led us to do that certain thing or speak that certain word, you know, or do that certain experience or have that certain experience with a person. This to me is the heart's own love for itself. Our heart speaking to us, our intuition, that knowledge, that goodness, that listening, that opening. For we all know one has to love their self before they can love anyone else. So actually loving yourself, loving your heart, loving what your heart gives to you every day and every moment. So listening to the heart brings to mind another aspect, speaking from the heart. Words of loving kindness are words spoken from the heart. Emma Curtis Hopkins, she's another original New Thought teacher. She says, the heart must agree with the lips, was what she says. And that is so true. There's many times, I'm sure we've all experienced in our life, you say something and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? So that's a very true statement from Emma Curtis Hopkins. So when we truly live from the heart, when we are that truth, that knowing, that beat, that pulsation of the new concept of God. Maybe think of that when you think of your heart, when you feel your heartbeat. Think of it as a new concept of God beating through you, pulsating through you. So, when we truly live from the heart, when we are in love, as Ray read, that reading, that's the same thing I have here. When we are in love, living from love, speaking from love, listening from love, and working from love, we notice that there is no fear. For love casts out all fear. Again, I'm going to have you close your eyes. And just, again, put your hand on your heart and really feel that experience and feel your heart in a new way. Feel your heart in a new way. And my challenge to you this week is when an experience of doubt, anger, or fear come into your life, put your hand on your heart and feel the power pulsating there. Feel that new concept of God, recognizing that this power within you can overcome all things and all fear, all anxiety. And so as you open your eyes when you're ready, I just invite you this week to always remember that. And just realizing that our heart, that muscle of love, that muscle of goodness and the law of circulation of giving and receiving is easily and effortlessly experienced through us when we just remember that. So let's try to make every day a day of love, Valentine's Day. Every moment reflecting that heart essence, that heart space that is our truth and our being. So I thank you. And so it is.